What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hammerdown Motorsports. Today we have behind me our 2024 Jeep Rubicon X two-door, and there's a couple accessories that I picked up for this Jeep that we're going to be installing today. Just some quick and easy ones, and might be some really good last-minute Christmas gifts. We got about 3 weeks till Christmas, and your Jeep enthusiasts definitely will appreciate these. All right, so over here on the bench, we have our 3 accessories. Now, these are all available on Amazon. This one you can actually get from the dealer as well. Not sure if it is more expensive on Amazon or if it was more expensive at the dealer. I didn't really check, but this was an Amazon purchase. It is the 8221-5393 for about $54. You can get the OE Wrangler door sill protectors, and they have the 2-sided tape on the back. Very, very easy to install. You just want to clean up your surface, and we will be installing these in a few minutes on this video, just kind of give you guys an idea of what the finished product looks like, but gives you everything you need for that OEM finish. You can get ones that are cheaper, but they're not going to be the factory ones, obviously, but tons of options out there. On my other Wrangler, I do have the rubber ones, and they actually worked out really well as well. So, I mean, it depends on what you want. There's many options out there. Next up, we have rock stoppers. These are made in USA. Very, very must have if you have a Jeep. 20 bucks will get you these. These are very nicely computer cut pieces of paint protection film that will go over top of your hinges. Now, you know, if you own a Jeep and you're going down any kind of roads, rocks, or even just on the highway, you'll notice that these hinges do get beat up pretty badly, and you don't want to have rock chips, you don't want to have rust starting. So this is a very nice insurance policy for $20 to protect those hinges. They come in 2-door or 4-door. They're $20 for the 2-door, and they are $25, I believe, for the 4-door. And then thirdly, but definitely not the least, this is something that I've definitely needed all summer, and now I'm very glad that I have it, because if you were going to the pool, you're going to the beach with your Jeep, you're having the doors off, you're doing Jeep things, you are out in the sun, you're using sunscreen, all of that. You don't want to get that all on your seats, or if you have a wet suit or anything like that from going in the water, the pool, the ocean, whatever the case may be, even if you're dirty, muddy, all of that, protecting your seats is a very nice thing to do, and you don't necessarily want to be covering up your nice leather all the time, or to have something that covers up your cloth seats. This is an option that you can just throw on whenever you need it. This is the seat towel, which actually just goes over top of the seat, goes over the headrest, just so you don't have to throw like a beach towel on and have it sliding down as you're driving. It's kind of annoying. That's kind of what I've been doing in the past, and I'm very, very happy to have this product. Jeep branded, it looks awesome. Just throw it in the back when you're not using it. Just hook it over top of the headrest when you're ready to use it, and you are nicely protected. All right, so we have our front right. It's marked on each side of the bag, so we know which one is which. I have the protection film taken off of our 2-sided tape, and then you can see these little kind of hexagon deals. These are where you want to reference. It's the 3rd row, kind of where the 3rd row meets the 4th row on towards the rear of the vehicle is where you want to put the seam. I'll show you guys right here. You can see that seam right there is kind of our reference point from the instructions. I cleaned everything off with alcohol, let it sit for about 5-10 minutes already, so it's nice and dry and clean. So we want to go right about here. So we have that seam kind of running right along with the end of that 3rd row. And what I did was I'm lifting up here on the bottom and pushing down on the front, because there's no 2-sided tape in that particular area, just to kind of get everything nice and snug. Make sure everything's nice and tight against the body here. And then we'll apply a little bit of pressure. Just kind of move along here. And you also want to make sure that you're doing this in a relatively warm environment. They say about 68 degrees is a good temperature, and we have the shop, you know, here mid-60s. It's not really too far off from what we need to be, so I'm not worried about installing this in a little bit of cooler temperatures, as long as it's not like freezing cold outside. Sometimes you don't get good adhesion that way, but as you can see, this really transforms the way that that door sill looks, and it looks really, really nice with that nice black plastic. Matches the nice interior of the Jeep. And now when you're opening the door, you just got to have that nice Wrangler kind of welcome mat door sill type deal right there. And then if anybody's stepping on this to get something on the top or get your Freedom tops off or whatever you want to do, it's going to be protected. You don't have to worry about your paint getting all scratched up. And then over on the driver's side, we do have this side already installed. Everything looks really nice, OEM finish, and It's exactly what I wanted for my Jeep. So a quick look at our rock stoppers. You can see there are two shapes. You're going to use one of these cards per door. You can see they're 3M, so high quality stuff. And what you're going to want to do, you can see there's a long, kind of more skinny one, that guy right there. And then we have one that's a little bit more wide with kind of a chamfer cut in the one side of it. That one's actually going to go on this part right here. So that little chamfered part is going to go on this part of the hinge. And then the longer one is going to go over here on the hinge that actually is on the door. And you'll see when it all goes together, it actually does form fit very well. And you just kind of got to massage it. You start at the outer edge, make sure that everything's nice and straight, kind of massage it towards the inside. I did the other side already, just kind of see how this is all done. And I mean, if you look at it from here, you can't even tell they're on here at all. They're very, very low profile, and you can see how that fits so nicely on there. Everything here is nicely protected. Everything on the outer edge here is protected. So now if we have any rocks or anything like that, even just from mud and everything getting on there, it's just gonna keep your paint nice under there for a long time. And if you do have any damage on them, I mean, it's only $20. You can get another kit and replace them. So yeah, very, very nice mod. And we're gonna get the other side here installed. And this is something that honestly I didn't really know about until recently, and I really wish I had it on all my Jeeps, because rock chips definitely happen and they look terrible when they do. Kind of feel that with your finger, massage this part down, and then we're just going to work our way towards the inside here. And you can kind of feel too, like if you can put your finger across here where the impact is going to be, as long as you have that part covered, you should be good to go. And we have nice protection here on our painted hinges. Now we'll do the upper piece. That guy off. And then you can kind of see this little ridge here on the edge. It's kind of going to use that for a reference. Make sure we're low enough down on our hinge that we're not on the seam, but we're close to it. Just kind of massage that in and work that around. And that's all there is to it. Next up, we have our seat towel. Comes out of the package just like that. Then you want to use it. Very, very simple operation. We just kind of open this thing up. You can see there's a slot right here. I'm going to put that over top of our headrest. And you can see our logo is there on the front. Kind of reference where that needs to go. Just straighten it out on your seat. You can kind of tuck it around the corners if you like, but it just gives you a nice protection of your leather seat. You know, if you have a dog or something like that sitting in the other seat, you don't want to get it all scratched up. This works for that as well. And it's just a very, very easy way to keep your Jeep cleaner, nicer, looking good for a long time to come. And just very, very easy of operation. And you can, when you're done with this thing, you just take this like this, go over to the back. You can roll it up, you can put it inside your gear bag or whatever, just set it out of the way, and you're back to your original Napa leather seat. So there it is, everybody, my 3 easy mods that you can buy for your Jeep enthusiast for that last minute Christmas gift. And I think they look awesome on the Jeep, very easy to install. So definitely check out the Amazon links in the description. And if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And as always, keep that hammer down.